Okay, this is gonna be our cameraman today. Hilo's gonna be the camera person.
Hi.
There you go. All right.
Bye. Wait.
Bye.
Thank you, camera girl.
Okay, so Hilo was cameraman there for a second. I don't know if we'll use that footage. I want to show this gun again because it is a pretty cool gun. So again, this is BAT VR 2055. That is a BAT right-hand repeater. Okay, this is BDL style. That is a regular Remington bottom metal, I believe. It might be Hawkins. I think it's Remington though. Can't remember. This is a Trigger Tech Diamond. Very nice trigger. This one's set, I think, at 18 ounces. This is a 308 Winchester. Let's show them. This is a 308 Winchester with a 342 neck. This is a Bartlein 1 in 12, .300 by 308. It's non-fluted. It was a 29-inch blank, inch 250 by 900 at the muzzle, and it has been cryoed. This is a very old barrel. We had 3 of these barrels. We've had them forever. I built 2 other 308 Winchesters out of the other 2. They were sequentially serial numbered. This is the 3rd of 3. They shot 1 hole. I have great hope for this gun, which is partly why I brought all of this stuff. When I did the metal work on this gun, flawless. The crown, flawless. Everything. The chamber, it's the same reamer that I built many 308s that just literally shot ragged hole. So we'll come back. We're going to run a patch through this. But while Vicky's holding the camera, I want to show you this. So this is what we got. We have, come over here. We have, I don't know if I want to pick all these up. So this is Sierra 175 grain tip match king. This is 175 grain SMK, HPBT, 168 grain SMK, Nosler 175 custom competition. These are Lapua Skinar 167s. This is Berger 175 OTMs. Now, look at the factory ammo I've got. I got these 150s, 165s, 168s, 175s, 168 gold medal, 168, 168, 178. Okay, come on over here. And I have all of these hand loads. Now here's something I want to mention here. See this? This is CFE 223. I've only ever used this powder in 223s, 5.56s. And I don't even know why. I just happened to be sitting reading my reloading manuals like I always am. And, which by the way, I have no life. Anybody who reads reloading manuals has no life. So I'm sitting there reading reloading manuals, and it occurred to me that for 308, I've used Varget, I should back up. I have used Varget in 308 Winchester probably since Varget came out. I can remember thinking, what the heck's Varget? That's like 20 years ago. And I switched over to Varget. I can't remember what I used before that. I think 4189 or something like that. I used some other 308, classic 308 powder. Then Varget came out. So I just switched to Varget. And so everything I loaded was Varget for dozens of 308s. But I'm sitting there reading the reloading manuals, and I was in, I don't know what, it doesn't matter. I have them all. I have all the reloading manuals. And I saw, wow, this CFE 223 turns in the highest velocity with the lowest pressure. So I went and got another book, and I opened it up, new books, and I looked, and wow, CFE, highest velocity, lowest pressure. I went and got a 3rd book. I looked, I got 4 books out, and I looked, guess what? CFE 223 ran the highest velocities with not, I don't know if all of the books had the lowest pressure, but they were very uniform. So I thought, what the heck, I got this CFE 223, I'm gonna try it. And so I loaded, I have all these are all loaded. So 7 of these, 777, okay? You see what I got here. They're all, yeah, you can just show them that. Show them what that is. Okay, so there's a lot of work there, by the way. So I'm actually 1 grain over any max in the book. So I'm not advising you do this, don't do it. This is a bat receiver. If you notice, this is alpha brass bat receiver. Plus I chambered it, so I know how tight everything is. So I went 1 full grain over any published data in any of my books. Only half a grain in one of the books. I'm a half a grain over, but the other ones was all, by the way, it was very uniform. So Federal 210Ms, I weighed everything on my Sartorius to the kernel. By the way, I'm gonna do a scale video. I got so many scales now. A customer bought me as a gift, very, very nice fellow. I couldn't even believe he did it. He bought me a super trickler. If you don't know what a super trickler is, you will. We're gonna do a video on it. But I will say, if you're going to the individual kernel, say like 4831, even 4831 SC. If you're going to go to the individual kernel, you have to have a Sartorius or something better.
Thanks.
Yeah. So anyways, look what I got here. So I've got these all here. It's all the same powder charge, right? It's all 48.5 grains of CFE 223. I actually did max soft seat jam on all of them. And then without going too deep into it, I figured out right where I wanted my comparator number, my cartridge overall length. So I've got every one of these bullets right here that you see, I have hand loads for, of each and every one. And most of them, if you come over here and look, come and look, Vicky, the comparator number is very close, but you realize the bullets vary just a little wee bit. And you can't, when you're doing comparator numbers, pretty hard to get it down to 1 thou. You know what I mean? Usually if you're within 5, you're good, somewhere in there. But so I got comparator numbers of 3.200, comparator number of 3190, 3180, 3191, 3190. So these are all max soft seat jam minus a little. And I'm just not going into that today. And so, like I said, this is alpha brass. We're gonna see just what it can take. I'm betting you won't even see any pressure signs. Not with that brass and with the bat receiver. I think that's it. We're gonna run some more patches through here. Hey Vic, hey Hilo, come and hold the patches. There's a little bit of, oh right, and I better address this. So you notice we're in a different place. We did not go to the range, and there's a lot of reasons why I didn't. Sometimes I just like being totally alone, 100% alone, and it's the lighting conditions. Light really messes with me. I had cataract surgery, like, I don't know, 3 or 4, how long ago? 5 years ago, maybe, Vicky? And I still have trouble in low light. So I like a lot of light. This tunnel, turn around and show them. That is essentially a tunnel going down through there. We have steep mountains and brush on both sides. It is usually dang calm down here in this bottom. So that's why we're here today. What else was I gonna tell you? Oh, we're still using the old cameras. We still didn't get a computer to do the editing for the new camera. It's coming. Very expensive though. There was something else I was gonna tell you and I can't remember what it is. It'll come to me and she can start this again. But I wanna push some dry patches through here. Then I want to run cano coil. If you will, Hilo, come and hold these patches. Oh, that's what I started to say. It's a little bit windy. And so I need her to hold the patches on here. Are you ready?
I'm done now.
What do you mean you're done?
I'm not going to film.
Why?
Oh.
I want you to do that.
Okay.
Okay? So this is his bore guide. Okay, I don't know if she's going to use that other footage. We tried to use one of mine, but I'm going to use that. You ready, Hilo? Well, wait. So this is cano coil. I just flood it, okay? Get another patch, get ready. Okay, show them what came out of there. Basically nothing. But what I'm doing is I'm getting the barrel so that it's not completely dry. A little bit of lube in there. One more. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Okay, I knew it would come to me. So, are you still running?
Yep.
Because this is important. So, we thought maybe we were going to shoot here. And so we came over to check it out yesterday, Hilo and I. And we bought trash bags and everything with us because we didn't know what we would find. Vicky's going to put in the photos right here. Of all the trash. Hilo and I worked here probably 2.5, 3 hours yesterday. We filled up, what, 4 trash bags?
Yep.
4 trash bags and a whole pickup load of wood, and this whole place was a pigsty.
Flooded.
An absolute pigsty. The stuff we picked up, it was glad he had gloves on to pick it up. People in general, maybe not in general, some people are just absolute pigs. And you wonder why that there's not just public places to shoot, even in Idaho? It's because people go there and they throw crap everywhere. And then whoever whoever owns the land, or the farmer, or whoever, he's like, I ain't letting anybody shoot there anymore, because they turn it into a pigsty. So Hilo and I came over here and we cleaned everything up before we shoot here. So, and she did an excellent job, by the way. I'll show Hilo.
Hi.
I mean, she worked, I mean, we picked up probably thousands of shotgun shells and maybe thousands of brass, huh? Bags that was so heavy she couldn't pick them up. I had to pick them up, throw them up in the pickup. Anyway, so we did all that, cleaned this whole place up. I think that's it for this moment. I'll be getting over on the bench. I'm going to start with factory ammo.
Bye.
Okay, so I mounted my old Premier on here. Again, you guys should know what that scope is. That's the old Tangent Theta, which I'm going to try to get one of those Tangent Thetas. The deal is, though, like I said, we got that new camera, so we have to buy a new computer. So I'm just going to use this. This is just 150 grain. I already bore sighted. Once again, what is amazing is this scope, I don't even know what it was on last, but I set it on here, I bore sighted it. It was like within an inch of where it's supposed to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put one on, okay? Vicky, I'd stand a little bit to the rear. She doesn't have the camera downrange, so this is just to get zeroed up. Oh, you don't have the chronograph on. Give me that camera. Don't stand in front. We might have to put a canopy up depending on how this sun is, but there's a lot of trees here. I'd say in about an hour it'll be behind the trees. For you people that live in flat country, the mountain that's right here, and I mean right there, goes up about probably 4,000 feet from where we're standing, and the mountain that goes up right there, about 4,000 feet deep we are. The creek is just right over there. So we're deep in the bottom. What did you put it on for bullet weight?
I put 150.
No, put 168s. That way it'll just take care of that. 168s will be fine. Hilo and I have gone up this canyon and climbed the whole way to the top on the left side here. Wow, what a pull. About probably, I don't know, for us nowadays, about 4 hours. 4 hours straight up. Are you ready?
Almost. I had to redo it. Okay, here we go. Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's get on the paper. Here we go. Oh, wait, that's something else I want to talk about. Bring that over here. So, we have had comments about this flag. This is not a flag. This is a dish towel. Okay, it's a dish towel. We would not, I can't believe anybody that knows us at all would think that we would use a real American flag as a bench protector. I mean, this is an old dish towel. There was like a set of dish towels that was for the 4th of July.
Right.
That Vicky bought. So we're not using an American flag. That may be a facsimile of one. I don't even think, if you notice, it doesn't have the right amount of stars. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It does have 13 stripes, but it definitely does not have the right amount of stars, or is it in the right dimensions? It is not a flag. Quit freaking out. Okay, we wouldn't use a flag. Hilo wouldn't. Hilo's only 9 years old, and she would freak out if we used the flag. She knows more about the flag from watching Prager Kids than I know from being a Boy Scout or from being, you know, an old geezer. She knows a lot about the flag. She knows what every color means. She knows the whole thing, the whole history of it. All right, anyways, we would not use a flag. Leave us alone. All right, here we go. Okay, I am 2 inches left, 2 inches high.
Okay.
All right, so she'll stop the camera. We're gonna go to 100.